Hi everyone, I'm Theresa V, and this is the place to be if you are a sensitive love warrior who wants to feel more alive in this world that you love. Each month, I check in with the archangels to see what advice they have for us as we navigate the energies on the earth at the time. This month, they're speaking to us about navigating inside the new energy. They speak about something truly important to our process of ascension that we probably didn't even realize was important. They speak about daily communication with them and how to dive into your inspiration with more trust. And they also give us the secret ingredient to being able to manifest health and happiness, as well as live within our purpose. Stay tuned for more. The angels are saying that we are currently in the thick of it. We're no longer on our way to the 5D or moving towards the new paradigm. We are now standing within it, and things function differently from this place. Different things are needed of us, and the angels are asking us to now become more proactive as opposed to having been reactive for so many years. And what they mean by that is to be taking care of things as they come up in subtle ways so that we don't have to wait for the crisis or the pain to address it. In this way, we're being proactive about things as opposed to having to spend so much time being reactive. And a big reason we were so reactive in the past was because all our time and energy went to other people. And that is not the way this paradigm works. This new paradigm requires that we be filled up before we assist others. And the angels have actually said that we will no longer be able to serve from a place of deficit. So we do need each day to check in with our bodies and our systems and see what is needed so that we can take care of ourselves in order to live our purpose for being here. We can't reach an enlightened state. We can't be in this lighter energy or reach ascension if there are still imbalances in our system. And that goes for physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual. All of those imbalances need to be rectified before we can reach that state of perfection. And the reason so much is coming up right now, or has been coming up in the recent past, is because we've been moving towards this lighter energy as a planet. And so anything that's been hiding or hidden or buried in our emotional bodies, in our mental bodies, or in our physical bodies is coming up to let us know that it's there. So we have the opportunity to address it and to rectify it so that we can move into this newer, lighter energy. It becomes a choice. We either choose to leave those things hidden and buried, or we bring them out, we deal with them, we release them, we rectify them, and we are able to move forward. So whatever it is that's showing up for you, whether it be thoughts you haven't had in a long time, or memories, or physical pain or symptoms, those things are coming up for your knowledge. They're coming up for you to address them, not because you've done anything wrong, but because maybe you didn't realize they were still there and they can't move forward with you. Our angels also want to remind us that none of us is better than another. None of us is more capable than another in terms of communication with them. So your requests to them, your conversations with them are heard just as well as another person's are. We are always heard, every single one of us. The difference becomes how well we are able to receive and how well we're able to get our messages, able to understand the synchronicities that are happening for us. And so the angels want to remind us that it's our clarity that is the difference. We all have an equal ability to communicate and to receive messages. It's just how much stuff gets in the way that dictates how difficult or how easy it will be for us to receive those messages. So if you don't feel that you are communicating well with your angels, if you don't feel like you're being heard because you haven't been able to observe the response, pay attention to which sense you're going to. So maybe you're going to vision and your natural inclination is to hear. or there's a synchronicity happening, but you're looking for a smell. So it's about paying attention to all of the senses and all of the ways that answers can be coming to us, so that we figure out which sense is our predominant one when receiving messages from our angels. And then we begin to look to that one first. And when we do, when we rest in the knowing that this is how we receive and perceive, we begin to play with it. We begin to trust it more and more. And as we grow to trust that sense implicitly, all of our other gifts open up, our other abilities to interpret energies, they all begin to open up because we trust. Our angels want to remind us that each of us houses a piece of the divine in this beautiful vessel that we have chosen in this lifetime. It's that same divine energy that inspires us. And when we receive inspiration, we don't have to worry about acting on it. What will come next is the how. The path will be laid before us, and everything that we need will be provided to us if we follow our guidance. So that same divine energy that inspires also provides. And we need to really begin resting in that trust that we are fully provided for, because we need to follow our guidance moment to moment. And the only way to do that without having anything get in the way and muddy it is to have that trust that if we put one foot in front of the other, we will be led, we will be guided, opportunities will come to us, and we will be provided for. That is the promise. We are never forgotten. We are always held, and we are always provided for. We just need to heed our inspiration and be able to follow through. And the trust and the knowingness that everything will fall in line and that all we need to do is act is what will help us to do so. Sometimes sensitives get stuck in the action piece of things. We expect to be able to sit and to meditate and for things to just come to us. And while that is a very, very important part of the equation, we forget about the action. We forget about needing to move energy physically. So we are inspired to always take some sort of action, even if it's a small one, so that we can move the energy, so that when we do sit and call things to ourselves and meditate, that has a greater impact because we have taken action and moved energy. That also is a way for us to show universe, yes, I am ready. Yes, I am willing. So that the next piece of the puzzle, the next step can come to us, can be shown to us, and then we act on that one. And so it's a constant movement of piece by piece. And the next piece will never come before we have enough support to take the step we're being asked to take. Our angels also want to remind us that it is so important, no matter what we are doing, to do it with love and devotion and open-heartedness. Let's just say you're going to a job every day that you don't necessarily enjoy the same way you once did. It's important for you, while you need to still be in that job or in whatever situation it is, while you're waiting for your guidance or your inspiration on what your next step is, to create as much joy and devotion in that situation as possible. Because when you are creating joy and devotion, whatever you're doing becomes a prayer, becomes a living meditation, and it expands you. If you're showing up to your job every day with the idea that, oh, I don't want to be here, I would rather be anywhere else, I can't take it, your energy contracts. You contract, first of all, because you're not happy to be there. You're also contracting because you're moving into self-protection. You're going into your shell energetically. When you show up to that same situation, the only thing that changes is you and your outlook. And you're saying to your angels and you're saying to your higher self, I would honestly rather be anywhere else. But since we are here, how can we bring as much joy and love to every task that we do today as possible? creating a spreadsheet. Maybe it's not your favorite task, but you need to do one. Set the intention that everyone who went into providing that data to you, every being who somehow is showing up in that spreadsheet, will ever read it, was part of the process of gathering the data, that every one of them be blessed and receive love and gratitude from your creation of this thing. Because then you're impacting the lives of however many people, and you are able to be the force of healing, the anchor of light that you are here to be. You're living that aspect of your purpose, even though you're doing something that seems completely unrelated. So you can begin to live more and more of who you feel you are here to be in the same tasks you've been doing forever. And when we are expanded, when we're in that love and devotion and in that expanded state, it is much easier for us to receive the guidance of what comes next. You may have been sitting in your office chair for 2 years being completely miserable, but the minute you change your attitude and you create this expansive energy, you will start to see that there was guidance there all along that you weren't able to receive because you were so contracted, you were so constricted. And this isn't just a job scenario. This is conversations with loved ones, looking in the mirror, making dinner, changing a diaper. This is anything that you have to do day to day. It's a chance for you to be in your purpose. It's a chance for you to be shining more of your soul all the time. We are asked to show up with love and devotion and dedication on a regular basis to anything and everything that we do, including our spiritual practice. We don't know when the payoff is going to be. So if we show up to our spiritual practice with the idea of, I have to meditate for 5 minutes, I have to do this, I have to do this, and then I have to make breakfast, I have to do this, I have to do this. That is just showing up and doing things by rote. What we are being asked to do is to come in with the attitude of, I get to meditate for 5 minutes, and be fully present with that. Be in the joy of that, in the love and devotion of being able to connect in that way. And then the next task, oh, now I'm going to do some movement practice. Be there, be with that, be fully present with every breath. This is the love and devotion that we're being asked to bring to the world at this time. And it also helps us to move through so many of the obstacles that would be blocking or that have been blocking our path forward. We feel confused. We feel like we don't know how long this is going to take or how to do it. Our angels are there to help us. They can help us all the time. We just need to ask. That feels really complete from our angels for this month. If you would love more support through daily energy work, clearing your field and removing obstacles, and a loving community, I invite you to check out the membership. In the membership, you will receive energy work daily from the 1st to the 28th of each month. There are so many other perks and benefits to the membership that you can read about by tapping the link in the comments section or in the description of this video. I hope you'll consider joining us there. It would be my pleasure and my honor to serve you in that way. Leave us a comment. Let us know what resonated with you as you move through this month. Thank you also for being here and sharing these videos far and wide. It means so much to get these messages from the angels in the hands of everyone who needs them. I am so grateful for you, for the way you show up, and for who you are at this time. I look so forward to connecting with you again soon. Thank you and goodbye, everybody.